Okay.
Okay, مدرخنا بآخر هاي الحفلة.
Hi everybody. Rahel Daniel بهال ab London كادر تنبر مالتي. مبزحتو كزي سرح زحلكو أمناي سرح زبمتاو ab motivating people to get into work and also just volunteering and helping others to gain ability skills مالتي. So it's a nailomi subject balance كهلونا ab نابران ab هيوتنيو. So it's a presentation is not just going to be أنا رح كزرب. As you know me, for those that know me, I like interaction. So and that دعللنا إنا مالتي بحنزا كن مهار. And I have some knowledge in this subject. Expert أيكونكم. So كاباخو ممكن مهار خلي. So بحنزا دعللنا إنا نخدو مالتي. So welcome, and I hope you enjoyed this session. Tigrinya ha qurub sila zakhabdan hasa. Where dish I'm gonna be relying on you.
No worries. Just give me that jockey.
Brilliant. Okay. So let's do. So life and work balance is the subject. So life and work balance كم well dish develop. نحنا كل شيء هو نبرنا هنكنا عبي كن successful كنكون or نسدرنا كنحلو كل شيء حنسا balance comes at لنا خمانين رسعنا. Sure. So we cause ourselves a lot of issues and problems. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So work and life balance, different meaning. So what I want to do is maybe go around the room and tell me what it means to you.
Okay, hooray. Yeah.
Is it entirely work and life balance?
نعي كمايو بصراحة صبوق عقابات زرخبلو بزح جزء وحلف كله خسيك حجاس صبوق صراحة صفوتو كون كله كمون قن دماني أبجزاي مس دكي مس بعلت بيتي مس أبتخال حلف وزدلين جزء أون جزء خلونا معناتي سلزي بصراحة راح كتف زي كونكوس تجزي كحلفو نقول مالت زي ما أكلك قوم كله نعي وهم غير خقول صيد اللي مالتي.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else? Solomon or Melat, Joette, Senite, anyone?
Yeah, comes there.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll tell you Melat حفتي.
Please.
comes عاوز بالي أنا وندك كم ناي وليش تمساسر زلني أبتني سرح كزاي كمون أب مستاي أبيت زلني مالتيو كم family. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. So yes, majority people had so basically right and wrong answer يبلوني. ما بزحتوا سبن تايز قبل انتايد مسلو life and balance, life and work balance كبهار كله فرق تمقلويد مسلو. Can that's very impossible to do. So I work, for example, 9 hours a day. شعات ساعات سريحة تحدى شعات دماغ دكسي أمون قد اللوات راح مستدرايد اللواني مالتي. So when we say work and life balance, فرق مقالو مالت هيكونن. It's more like what you said, basically. How you feel when you're in that space. أبتي سرح كلها أنت يسمعك أكذا أنت يسمعك أنت يتقبر كموتات مالتي. And the other things that people think is the amount of time you spend thinking about either work, where the money سرح كلها بزعبة maybe كله. نايس درخا كل شيء تحسب إنها dominate كجبرك هلو. أتا space دلها ياسني بكالة dominate كجبر كلا كأمس لو خالصة. It's still right, it's still correct, but there's different type of way of translating it. The other one is the amount of time you invest in yourself. نعها ننفسها تحلو جزين نكال تقويلون نسدرها تقويلهم نبصرحك تقوي. At a time to need balanced you. The amount of time you invest in yourself. So do you take time out to look after yourself? Do you take time out to just breathe? Or كل شيء دد حسب جهات تقولي نعاتهم كتحلو وين نسرح نجذب تقولي السوتات مسلون سبحة حسب. The other thing is basically እቲ space ናትካ ስኒ ብምንታይ ትመልኦ ብፅቡቅ ዲኻ ትመልኦ ብሕማቅ ዲኻ ትመልኦ ብስትረስ ዲኻ ትመልኦ እቲ ናትካ mental space ትመልኦ balance ኣለዎ ዶ okay so balance means equal distribution so when we say equal distribution it doesn't mean 50-50 ማለት አይኮነን it could mean 20 here 20 there 40 there and basically another 60 in another space it could be so it could mean is basically you're distributing everything it doesn't have to be even but it has to have an equal distribution in terms of your feeling your internal feeling joy fulfillment accomplishment all of those things and being present okay the time I couldn't when we say equal distribution it's more about your internal feeling because your internal feeling is usually what gets damaged when your balance is completely off okay so when we say equal distribution is basically being the best version of yourself when you're at work and the best version of yourself when you're at home we're talking about being the best version of ourselves so if we're not the best version of ourselves that means something is off malati akulu sini kam hugusat or satisfied koina anta zaylena abgala space that means something is off at balance yellen malati ab sirah kerka if you're not happy or if you're not feeling you're achieving something or if you're feeling stressed or if you're feeling sad galage gallo balance yebulun malati tsrah ka balu the same malati so wherever you are if you're being the best version of yourself you should always be content fulfilled and have the sense of achievement in all the spaces that you occupy does that make sense I hope
yes it does
all right so how do you recognize if you've got an unhealthy life and work balance so if your balance is completely off or if you don't have a balance a healthy balance you're most likely going to be feeling very stressed majority of the time burnt out تدكم كل شيء عمالتي stress كل شيء تربش you're not present so abtizalakha your space for example if you're playing with your child but you're thinking about work you're not present ndabelaka بزعبا كالت تحسب انتليخا أكندي enjoying مقبار نت مقبخا enjoy تقبرو كالت بزعبا كالت زربشا كان قرالوي تحسب كالت انت تحسب كوينكا even if it's a good thing at that precise moment you're not present enjoy ta abta space dalakha yasini enjoy تقبرنا لها get rid of this the feeling that you've missed out so مبزحتنا هجي عادتات especially into well that's me being biased because أنا قوال سلوات غونكو so سرح إلى جزاه ما تخلقو حاس أجوزي جزاه ما تيو جلا جرو جلا accomplish جرو تبيني so I feel I missed out so time lose جرمس ودي لحسن مالتي so that means there's something that I'm not doing to keep me balanced instead negative feeling يدمت أندرلو so something is missing and sometimes you don't feel you've achieved something so مبزحتو جزء إذا أبصراحي ويد ماني أبصدران خون خاليو كم مبزحتو جزء نايس راحي you don't feel you achieved something you don't feel you're growing you don't feel you are reaching your goals or what you're capable of so if you're feeling these things that means there's something off so hopefully you're starting to get the idea of what affects your balance majority of the time is the way that we look at things is the way we make ourselves feel and it's all about feeling mentally كل نجار سني it's a mental state not a mental state balance khahbaka way to balance khawsdaka sab khahbaka kelani to balance natka only you can do it, and for that to happen you have to be very mentally strong and committed to doing it. Okay, so any questions so far? ስለዚህ ረአይኩም ደለኹ ኢድኩም አልእን ተደሊኹም no
አጅኹ you doing amazing. Yeah የለን ዳይራኹም ደለኹ.
Okay, so why is work and life balance important? Why is it important? So it's important because نحن كل شيء mind balance انتلينا contentina كل شيء حقوساتنا we feel we are achieving something. I'm نابران بزي هيواتسني انت زي تعبي كوينكا انت قال achievement انت زي لوكا انت زي بلكا خوينو كل شيء تحقوسني خالد قال زقود لك هايد مسلكا so كل شيء عنا تزقود لك تمت تخيط تقوي and then or you've got some people they achieve أكندين عاريهم هوف دبلو كيرم دتنا قويو نقال قويو so what happens then? You get stressed. You give yourself stress because you're not content. Yeah, mentally, malady. So if you have balance, you're gonna be less stressed. If you're less stressed, your relationship at work, your relationship at home, with friends, and your community would be even better because peace of mind alaka hugusiha contentiha. Mental well-being. So mentally, sini. سلاميها مروخا يعرف عرفت دا كم زلك يدسب معك أي تربشن أي تحوخن. You're present, meaning in everything that you do you're there and you're enjoying that moment. You're not thinking about work while you're spending your time with your child. You're not thinking about home when you're at work thinking that you're missing out or something is going to happen. So you're present. When you're present in something, you enjoy it. And it gives you a sense of fulfillment and achievement. Okay? So if you're present at work, you do your work properly. So you're more productive. If you're present at home, you're giving your family, your friends, quality time. So it's not about ثلاثة ساعات مسؤول محلفة ديكونا. تفرق ساعات كمان يسني. سلفيل تقبر فرق ساعات يتخون نمنتها you're fully present. Divide قبر كانت mind is not divided. You're not thinking about something else. You're listening, you're hearing, you're seeing everything, and you're feeling everything. So when you're present تاني إيش time ولا تكون you're enjoying it and the other person is getting the best version of yourself. Okay, so when you're present, you're more productive. When you're productive, you've got a high level of success. So absarah kullu sani tagabro, you achieve your target, you meet your deadlines, you grow because you're content and because you're present. Higher level of success at home, you get sense of peace at home. You're giving quality time to your kids. That means you're achieving something here. Miss family come on, miss friends come on. Instead of just just time spend كاب تقبر وابز خير علني الكا فرقي كاب تخون بمولو إخاء enjoy تقبره. It's like when you have food. So I'm a foodie. I like food. So I like to go to restaurants by myself and eat. And so I like to kind of switch off everything. It's like I go as far as okay, ingredient just so I can switch off. And when you do that, you enjoy the food tastes better. كي حسب كسيلك ويتف ندبر عند حسب كتوتف كله مقبقن كي تعم كيوز تأفق كمان جزء لو أنا إذا عندي دحاري خات حاسبه كي تفلت كابوج حجوه له I don't know anything, but when you're present, when you're in the zone كل نجار تقبرسني enjoy تقبره. When you enjoy something, it's an achievement. It's a success. Okay, it's higher level. كل نجار تقبره سني تبوي زمت. So that's what being present, more productive, and high level of success is. All right, so let's go to the next one. Okay, so practical now. How do we improve our work and life balance? So the first thing is reduce the source of stress. So for majority people, stress stress maybe some people, spouse, maybe so most of the time, those places are where the stress is. But people never think the stress is coming from themselves. Majority of the time, it's a stressing, stress. Can you have the power not to say, okay, then I'm not going to register you because any power I don't care about you. You've got the power to stop people affecting you. You've got authority. Yeah, authority. You have the authority to stop people from making you feel a certain way. Like you can either let them, or you can say, hold on a second, so you have the power to limit and to reduce the source of stress. How? Change your outlook. حجي مبزحتو ناي 70 مبزحتو كزي سب حجي حدا محزخا or your wife can do in one day, they can do about 10,000 good things for you. حانتقن حماق تقاقي مالتي كل شيء نحنا فوكس نقبر نابعانيتي يعني نذكره. If we're honest with ourselves, which one would you remember? التاقيقة أنا منتهي فوكسنا جيجا يدلو. Our focus should be, okay, she's a human being. Of course تقاقي إلكا أبيلكا خطات مطوط خليها. قل نحنا we obsess about the bad thing and we forget all the good stuff. أبصراح ونكمو أبصراح تا manager stress تقابلني إلكا بقات بساجو إتناكا ability achieves good دلو بآخا أي تريون نمتين نساتر بشاكالة. For example, if you work in a store, or if you're a designer, anything, something that you designed could be selected for, I don't know, for something good. They basically تصبق خول. تمانجر كاغن تربشا كاي كل شيء. نسخة أكن جبنات كاك إلى تشنف كايو نجار تسعر كايو نجار تذكر نتيات راح هاتري. Yes, سبيخة سب يحكب لك خلو يحرق كايو stress قبل كايو مش. If we prioritize, okay, she's looking for this. What do I need? Honestly, and sometimes A, B, and C خجبرا لويلات في بزيجزيت بلن الله. إلدي أيك إلندي. إلكا أنسخة مزينكا كتمن لست خليها. نتسب لك كحرق كخلو okay. ناتك أتحسس سباي 5 ديو. It's okay. ناتي أتحسس سباقين كمزيل كاتقدفو. نعاخا أخو متكبر تخليها. أبز عادي especially ما بتعلو كله سبسرح. So unrealistic targets انت هيبوكا مانجركا. Or بدعمي باجر انت جيروكا. حجاب صراحة أنا سني نحادة سب أو بوشت 10 دقيقة أو بوشت حموشت minute سني كل 13 تدويل له ربي شاهن نخبلو خليهم. ما بتتاتلكا. اتفلتاتناكا you work on your knowledge on what your rights are. You can get rid of time manager stress. Unrealistic expectation in Taliwa, you say, hold on, is it possible? Is it impossible? I couldn't list khaliha. So what happens now? The manager either has to show you what she's asking is possible, or she's going to have to accept. So Kasila, she's going to back off you. Nishagan, you stay focused. So I تربشة kanala nisat khayit, but you are concentrating on what you need to do with your best ability, because you are now present. You're choosing to look at your achievements at work. You're looking at your weakness and your strength at work. And at حساسبة خاصلة تغير. Okay, إذا خسر حلونا إذا ناتي قدلتي كتري عن غمالتي. You always, most people are stressed not because كالسب at حساسبة نحديو. It's a weakness ناتنا خاني. You stress to governna. هجي we have قدم كسرح كاللخو recruitment company. Sainsbury's كأتو خلخو سب حابشة بتعمل يمتفتو. نمنتي حابشة نحنا I don't know DNA do I don't know what it is. تاسرح مسحزنا مولو بمولو إنا نسرح. And we say yes to everything. I'm not sure why. Then بخاموس لازفتوهم هجين تاي نقبر نحنا we take on too much. أكن دي تعمنا نقبر هبعمنا نلعنا نغير. And when you take something that you are not ready for, you end up being stressed. شعور صراحة انت يخون stressful يخون. Or when you promise, for example, last year did قال ني Egypt كان كيدي نايلة نجيريون وداي مالتي. هجين نزجاجو أو كتامي ماما هاني she lost her passport. So promises كله promise جيريو هن كيدي ندابلنا أما تجرشة نسوخ استاي كوينو مالتي نو هن كيدا لنا so stress كوينو. Measured كجبروني أنا كاب اتناي home office قال مالتاسني كان زدو قوي فلت إيه اتناي COVID نيرو. So I could have managed that process better. نوعو عقدي مسني أوكي إذا زندي دخون دلو كين خيد نخلينا يلخ نقروني روني سلا تا expectation ناتو قبل على سلا زقاد في كواجن stress مت إجازة مالتي. So when you take on a responsibility أبصرح ولا بجزا بكإلت كخونا لو إذا أخذ قبل حجي for example أبصرح A, B, and C يخاخد قبل دلة كايلوم يم قوتي رومخا مالتي إتا A and B تخيلي آيخا إتا سيجن قورب قدلة تنتليكا is good to be honest or كتنا قرمت it's space حاحادة سب كتزاربو تخيل حاحادة سب دماني إتا energy ناتهم كماني كأربا كايك إليني حاسب السانتا فليت كادماني you look for outside sources to help you as our weakness come and تخطأ مالتي or train كتقبر your relationship at work مستوى مساحة سر نعاتهم حقوزني كتبل تخيل. Okay, so our weakness sometimes it's كابانا زعبي نقر كنوصد كلنا نسوب علو stress cause قبرنا stress انتلو كادماني نات كبالانس ناي نفسها balance or steady. Stress causes illness. Stress causes anxiety. كل نقر حمام. Anxiety is a mental illness. ومولو سنين ما سرتون تاريخيو ما تمريها stress أتمتن. Okay, so changing our outlooks, the way we see things. We need to be focused on good stuff, on the good things that are happening to us. We need to recognize نحن زقودة لنا نقر اتحق اسني كنفلت أخن كإلا لنا نايبع لنا كلش عنا خؤلي ديكونا أوكي زي دلا بصراح زي كالكوان نجازا خمزي يمدلو تعاقميجن زي راحة إلك خد فلت عليك أنت فلتك you have a choice. You can go and get the internal help. That means you talk to your manager so you can get trained up. Or you talk to your family and say, okay, come and get expectation nicer, lowered. And then the other thing is your own expectation. is also realistic. Stress دمزق ننال كابانا نلعلي إزي expectation نحناسني كاب عقمنا نلعلي خون كله كل شيء نقوي كنقوي راحنا نحلفه stress نخون مالتي بو. Okay. Recognizing work towards fulfillment. Now, balance كل شيء harmony and fulfillment. To me, work and life balance, it means having fulfillment and having harmony. So fulfillment بتبرينيا انتايو harmony I think عرفت مالتي بتبرينيا
هارموني مالت سنيت مالتي تفولفيلمنت كهمز عقابتي
okay اسنت اللي كاب كل نجار كاب صراحة كوينو أبجزا your work and life balance is intact صبوا على خمالتي okay recognize and work towards your fulfillment so achievement أبجزاها يخاطريو انتي تصبوا تقبل اللقا بتناقشتو نجارات سني achieve تقبلو دلقا كتريو لك تحاسب بحسابك كيف إذا خجبريل كاسني تقبله ويدماني كاب النسب زي when you achieve something at work when you do your task ولا إذا عرات بتصف أنت خينو بدن بدو عاتف كايو be happy about that. Do you meet your target? Did you submit your work on time? Be happy. With your exams, did you meet your own expectation? True expectation, not everybody else's expectation, not her expectation. Achieve كتقبل كلها fulfillment كامل تمثل. تحقوس بكل نجارك تحقوس مالتي because you know you're achieving and you're growing. Okay, so when people don't achieve, when they don't recognize their own achievement, they feel sad. When they don't recognize what they're capable of, or betinatom your own capability. بناتك خستين تدر انت خيرك زي ABC تخيل كلها ديت قبل انت خوينك you're not going to be happy. ABC انت غير كاجن كم تخيلتك full capacity كتقبل كلها كلش عن تايم fulfillment متزن من تاي because you're giving it your all you always achieve something. So when we achieve, there's chemical that gets released in our body that kind of makes you feel happy. So it's recognizing the small stuff that's happening. Be happy. Did you get a hug and a kiss? That's another happiness, a happy source, if you like. It's an each day. Thank you, manager. Be happy. So forget, let the negative things disappear slowly. And it's very difficult to do. Because we're wired to obsess about the negative stuff. Yeah. So if we change our focus and plan for things that will make us happy. Okay. So on the first one, we recognized we could do A and B, but we can't do C. So in order to get fulfillment, what do? You plan. You plan on how to achieve that goal. من تخد عبي من تا weakness ني كلش problem كيتخول. So you plan on how to achieve that. أبصراح أبجزا كمو. Okay. إزي أعد الله هنلومي عين انتهي خجبر كمي جري تا quality زدلي وانساتو من تخهبهم سني انتهي خجبر لني. إلكا plan جركا with intention. When you plan something, you do it with intention. Yeah, you're present. كل شيء. تا plan the money is because you know what you're going to get at the end. Okay. So, for example, manager promote كون إذا A, B, and C بدن بخد كلا لكان تقولينه تا promotion سلا تدليا. You're going to do what you can. and because ta position ba'ala na'kha positive positive feelings or good energy ስለዘምጽእ እንታይ ትገብር you give it your role, you plan it with intention of actually achieving it. Okay, ንምታይ እቲ outcome እንዳሓሰብካ እንዲኻ plan ትገብር ኩሉ ሻ it's like having a board, okay, of something that you want to achieve. Okay, ኣብ 5 ዓመት ስኒ ኣነ መኪና ገዜ ካንት ታ ገብራ ጀለኒ ድማኒ ABNC አይካ already focus እንተጌርካ ተን ABNC with intention to plan ጌርካዮ ክትገብሮ ኢኻ ኣብ 5 ዓመት ክትገጽ ኢኻ, if not even before. ንምንታይ intention ስለዘለካ. So you plan your distribution, your balance. ክልተ ሰዓት ያደላህን ሞሎሚ ምስ ወደይ ድኸውን እንታይ ክገብር ይኽእል ምስታ ኣብታ ክልተ ሰዓት ስኒ present ኮይነ ካልእ ከይረበሸኒ ንዑ ከመገረታ ክልተ ሰዓት 8 ሰዓት ከም ትኸውን, or at least it feels like 8 hours, but in actual fact it's just 2 hours. How do I give him my best? It's ሕጂ ምስ ፋሚሊ ኮይንካ ታ ፎን ታ ሕጂ ንሃና ሕማም እንታይ ዳስ ሕጂ ዛ ቴሌፎንና ኩሉ ሻብ either social media or YouTube or anything, በቃ scroll down ክትገብር ኢኻ ትውዕል ሓሳብ እስታንተ ኮይና weakness ናትካ ምስ ፋሚሊካ ከለኻ plan to get rid of the phone for that hour. I don't need it. It goes away. Now you're focused. You recognize the weakness, you planned on the solution, on the training. So you plan. Okay? Make time to work on your needs and wants. So, كل سبسني ولا حمش تقولوا تلوها, and obviously a wife and then other friends and things like that. We all need time away. نبينها كوفي الكاسنتر تقبلوا اللغزي. It's a presence not كايكون. مس نفسها مالتي. Being present with yourself is a good thing to do, because it makes you to, it allows you to think clearly about your strength, your weakness, your goals, your hopes and dreams. شعيها honest كوين كامس نفسها تزار مالتي. And on the other side is when you're present and when you're making time for things that you want and you need, you're going to be present, you're going to be focused, you've planned it, you're going to be now fully committed. So كالعي تخيدنا لها مالتي. Yeah? So ta plan is come at to his work telephone away get ta not need miss what day quality time spent kawun into koinu ta telephone and I need to put it away, so I'll put it away and then I'm fully present with my child. So my presence is there, is fully it's misahazalo sab mis 7 to koinu it's misahazalo sabsini attention natka misu khamzalo asmu'o nisahawun, you enjoy it more because you're not thinking about anything else now. Or if it's just working on yourself, you get to recognize what works for you, what doesn't work for you, in order to go back and to focus and to plan and be present in the activity that you need to be doing or you want to be doing. Okay. Make time to enjoy nature. Now, nature is kind of a natural remedy or de-stressor. So nature, you can go out, you can listen to, I don't know, some people listen to like water streams, or go for a walk, do an activity. You can do this anytime and with whomever. You can do it with your family. It's a good, enjoyable activity, but you have to be present. After activity, you have to lock it off. Okay, I'm going to go for a walk. While I go for a walk, I can think about my own needs. That could be the time that you make for yourself. Or you could do an activity to enjoy your time with your son. Anything. Okay, so but outdoors is advisable. I noticed the benefit of going outside and going for a walk only from April. So what day should you April? So he loves animals, so I bought him a dog. So not a dog, obviously he's not going to take him out for a walk, so I have to take him out for a walk. I don't maybe حموش دميتي steps كمان نسني I ملئني نيروناتي exercise a day, which is really bad. هجي تليفوني كمان يسن بيدو like, oh, you've done 10,000 walks. It'll be people بالها. But I notice now I've got more energy because of the puppy. Okay, so nature, activities, walks are very beneficial. The other one, which is very difficult to do, is we have to work to get 8 hours sleep a day. Now, scientists say every hour that we lose, we reduce our quality of life. So, مبزحتو 7 يقبر okay no day Monday to Friday تراحي early تستي بزح زي دقس قدام سنبتن كن كملو ايبل. Then what we don't understand is, by the way, I still not mastered to sleep 8 hours. I still sleep only 6 hours, but this is the advice, so I'm going to give you that. So 4 ساعات or 4 ساعات extra سلازدك أسكاك قدام سنبتن اتن Monday to Friday lose the gabar kayan, you don't gain it back, because our body basically is programmed to recharge, renew when we're asleep at night time, usually like orbetka kullu nagar within those 8 hours. So when we wake up early and do stuff, sometimes we forget things. We get tired easily. Sometimes we get agitated easily or stressed. So there is an effect. There is a negative effect to not actually getting a full, healthy night's sleep, 8 hours sleep. Okay? All right. So I've told you the problem, what we can do, but practical tools to support your balance. So some of this stuff already practice gratitude. So practice gratitude is basically come anto izbal koyu eti zalaka yhugusaka eti achievement khani wala ni state khun bo khathaguska grateful kun. So when we're grateful, we attract more of those things. Okay? Thank you كتب له الله أنا أملاك سني موري دهبكا أنت why أنا تبل أنت خوينك كل ساعة دماني why أنا دبلي دمتك. So be grateful for everything that you have. Be happy in everything that you're able to do. Be happy about the small things, the small achievements. Okay, I'm not saying stay still. I'm not saying stay in that position كل شيء. You always work to grow, to get recognized, to achieve more up to the capacity that you're able to. But when the small things happen, when the big ones are still far away and the small things are happening, recognize them and be grateful. Okay? Be realistic. Don't overpromise. كل شيء بعقلنا هنكيد تبوي. بعقلنا هنكيد كلنا نعبي. When we overpromise something, always something is going to go wrong. Or كتحوخيها. Say, أدامتني, okay, سلسة سب كركبي, شدش تسعة لني ككل تسعة كهو من تلك. What are you going to do? نتمجمع سب كتري وخلها ساعة كاي خاطري. مسؤول كلها again, you're not going to enjoy it because half the time you're going to be checking your clock, your watch. Is it time to go? Is it time to go? نتخلي كمو. نابت ساي مولو معتي هو الكاس لاز سنحكا أبون relax هونها you still running on adrenaline. Yeah. So enjoy كجبر كايوم نسلستيو إخاخت من لسجزا. So don't overpromise. Do things according to your ability. بخلت كتخيد مالتي. As long as you're working on yourself, it's كان دعابة. سبكني اتناتكا ability to promise تقبرهم كل شيء في الفلوس لا تقبر سب ندعمنك خير سب recognize دا قبرك بتصبق مالتي أكن دي إذا عملت يريد تحاول ساعات دا رأي عندي خير دبلكا we had a great time together بلكا مالتي so only positive things can come by promising things that are in your capacity, okay, and your ability. So never overcommit, never overpromise. Like بجنزب كوميو بخلت كترح time you spent with people بخلت كترح سراح كمان تخدو سراح أو كتقبلو تدلي كمان بخلت كخون كله تبو هاهن سأنا تجنزب دو نقولنا تجنزب okay this one pays a lot more كتخيدو اتنات كقلت أبون تزي بتحون تزي كوينو السراح is going to be stressful, you're not going to be happy, and your manager is probably going to be highlighting the negatives to weakness ناتكا and دار أي خير نمتى كلش عقد كويخة أو أخت بتصح مالتي تا position حيز كايا لخا اتخلت كاب أوصل زي بتحقن كلش عنا كويخة جيد. So always be realistic in what you go for and don't overpromise. Change your outlook about work. Work is not a source of stress. It shouldn't be. It actually is one of the biggest contributors of, it should be anyway, a good feeling. Because بصراحة أنا achieve تقبر تعبي بصراحة بخالون تعبيها can because you spend your time, majority of your time at work هجانا شعات ساعات بصراحة دليتني as the achievement or قال أنت achieve ده زي كوينا fulfillment زي هبا أن أنت كوينو then it's going to be stressful. If I see the achievements that the achievements or what I'm achieving at work, if I see them, if I recognize them, if I'm grateful to those or for those, then I'm going to be happy to go to work because I know there's more of those feelings coming. So I can be source of stress it's a source of fulfillment. It is even better. Not everybody is lucky enough to actually find a job that fulfills them. You could go out and create it, by the way, but if you're not at that position, then you have to look at the things that give you the good feeling, the achievement. It's زحقوسك نجار أبزت صبوكيرة or نساب تحجز أنت خوينو باشينكا wow I helped this person يلقى قبل جلب بخدت كفك عينت حقوس دس معك كتقبلوا تخلي خاص راح كنت الرأي خاخ قيرة لو مالتي أكن ديت زي كالكايو تري تخيل كذا شنف كالو تري مالتي then it's not going to be stressful anymore because you didn't overpromise. كالت سبت manager كخماني بخلت كاين برتناتو expectation أتى expectation ناتو كابون العلى خونا يكلني نمتى you've explained this is my capability, this is what I can do, this is the amount of time I need for me to complete the task you've given me. Until كازاري كايو because you've been realistic, because you know what you need, you know your strength and your weakness, you actually you get to do whatever you needed to do. The manager goes away, you achieve that target, all right, and then the deadline is done. So that way you're happier. Work becomes a better place instead of a source of happy or a source of achievement, fulfillment instead of stress. Make time for yourself. Pray, meditate, read, anything. Okay. Review about every day. So I like to do it in the morning, usually before I like to take notes and think about what happened yesterday. Obviously, before you go to bed, you're already doing that. You're saying thank you to God and stuff like that. And then you're recognizing, okay, I'm looking for my happy space, happy feelings, or happy tools is what I'm looking for in the morning. So I can start my day with a happy thought. I can do, okay, I'm going to be stressful to it. It's like, oh, Lomi, opportunity alani ni managerai. Is the outcomes of Gabrach comes area. So Lomi, I'm looking forward to it, to reality. Yeah, because you know you can do whatever is coming. The meetings are gonna come, but you know you can deal with them because it's ability at meeting over promise I gabarkan. Yeah, you think about, all right, so what do I want to achieve today? All right, Lomin tayed gabber. Mas wade can does a khams gabre. And then to kullu naga digabber dalawosni. Divide up gerka, balance gerka, nuhulu present point ka kham gabro to gabber malati. Okay, so this is where you are thinking, meditating, or praying and reading for you to actually just, I suppose, come out of your own head and be present for yourself and for your family. All right, it's time to relax. Remember, our weaknesses cause the stress. Okay, so recognizing your weakness is a key. Once you recognize those, set goals and work to overcome those. Okay, so that is me done. I'm sure you now have questions.